No matter who wins today, I think we're going to have some really close matches. If we manage to get third instead of fourth, then we'll have 20 extra points.
The importance of the points that we will gain, it's just good coming into the next split.
There's a lot more motivation for us to secure the third spot.
It looks like they have enough to freeze the horse, cut him down, start producing a little bit of space.
Wait a minute! Oh my God! Quash!
And he gets first blood before he goes down.
Another important reason is to put them at fourth, where they belong.
This is our chance to prove that we're no longer the old squad where we struggle to get past fourth.
It does stop once again at fourth place. The curse continues.
Piglet's definitely going to try his hardest to prove to Impact that he's now on the stronger team.
Team Liquid's bot lane is really strong. I don't think we'll get outlaned by them, but we definitely have to be wary of them.
Let's see what the better team is.
Welcome everyone to the final week of the North American LCS Spring Playoffs. We've got a hyped up audience here in Los Angeles, California, eager to see the brawl for third place between Team Liquid and Team Impulse. There is a ton of support for both teams, and here you see Team Liquid and their head coach, Peter, heading in to the studio a short time ago. They'll be taking on Team Impulse, who rolled up in style with their color-coordinated van. Hello, I'm James Patterson, and starting off here in the fan zone, joining me on the desk are Joshua Jat-Leesman and Sam Kobe Hartman-Kensler. Gentlemen, it is a beautiful day out for some League of Legends.
Yeah. Not only do we have a hyped up crowd, we have a hyped up Dash. That was the loudest I've ever heard you introduce the show.
I know. There's so much energy out here, it's hard not to get excited. But with all that energy, let's pull up the bracket to see how the teams got here. Team Liquid started the playoffs strong, sweeping CLG in the quarterfinals 3-0. Things look to be going about the same for Liquid in the semifinals against Cloud9. When they took the first two games, the Cloud9 pulled the reverse sweep to once again secure a spot in the finals. On the other side of the bracket, Impulse took down Gravity 3-1, but were then defeated themselves by the number 1 seed 3-1 TSM. That means our third place match is once again Team Liquid versus Team Impulse. And for the fourth consecutive split, our championship features Team Solomid and Cloud9. Gentlemen, thoughts on this kind of, you know...
big surprise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do we think so far, though, of this playoffs and the way they're working out?
Yeah, well, the way Team Liquid ended up in the third place match is the most heartbreaking that they have yet. But honestly, it's the best they've looked coming into this game because they actually won 2 semifinals games. They were a game away from the finals. And from talking to this team, it does seem like they are in high spirits and not really worrying too much about the curse.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, every game matters this week, though, as teams are already fighting to secure their place at Worlds by racking up our all-important championship points. Now, an extra 20 points will go to the winner of today's series, and they will carry those with them into the summer split. And to explain the importance of what's on the line here, we're going to turn it over to a couple of pros.
Compared to other seasons, Spring Split is now really important to have a good ranking. For this split, how it works is now the first team gets 90 points, second 70, 50, and then 30. There's a lot more motivation for us to play really well and secure the third spot. For the summer split, the first seed auto-qualifies to World, and then the second seed comes from the points. The third spot comes from a single elimination knockout bracket, which seeding comes from the points that the teams have gathered in both splits. The team who's gathered the most points besides the first team goes to Worlds.
I think the importance of the points that we will gain from Liquid, if we beat them, is it's just good coming into the next split. Coming off of a loss, you may just want to have that win to kind of put yourself back up a bit and have a little bit of confidence.
If we manage to win, then we'll have 20 points extra that we could definitely use for the summer split.
Now, if you could get championship points for explaining how championship points work, I'm sure Quas would walk away with a lot of them, but you have to win to do that. So we'll see if they can do that later today. Earlier in the week, though, a panel of team managers, casters, and league aficionados announced their selection for the Spring Split's Most Valuable Player Award. Claiming the honor for a second time is TSM's Great Dane Bjergsen. Now, he has the most kills and least deaths for a mid laner, but beyond that impressive stat line, he has been a consistent performer for his team and has made incredible plays with his superb mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, it's a pretty obvious choice, in my opinion, for the MVP this split, because not only is he on the first place team, but he's had just as dominant a split as ever. This time as well, being able to win games across the map, not just from soloing his mid lane opponent.
Yeah, he completely changes any game that he's in. Everybody on the map is looking at Bjergsen.
I was going to say that as the shot caller, bringing in new talent like Santorin, helping coach them into it. I mean, there's an element of that, too, in his MVP status. Now, we are going to send it over to Riv, who is standing by with our Spring Split MVP.